Martin, it's back-to-back wins for the Darts. How do you think we performed today?
Well, it was a tricky game because there's an old saying in football, try and avoid the promoted teams in the first few weeks of the season because they come with great gusto, real momentum from what they've done the previous season. Cheshunt definitely come into that category, and they had a wonderful win coming from 2-0 down to beat Hampton and Richmond last weekend, so we were very wary of that. So I think the bottom line is we won, but we can do better. I think everybody realises that. Conceding our first goal of the season, conceded near the end, just put a bit of extra pressure on, but it's a lesson to be learnt, and hopefully we can learn so much that we can put into practice on Tuesday when we have a tough game against the Havant.
Yeah, Fonku put us ahead for the second time after last week as well. How do you think he's settled into the side? How do you think he's doing?
We scored all our goals, so I guess that's the answer, isn't it, really? But yeah, he came quite late to us in the pre-season. He did play a game for us, and it looked as though he scored in that as well, but it looked as though we weren't going to be able to agree terms with him, but happily that got sorted out and we're delighted to have him. I think he's happy to be here, and he set himself quite a standard for the rest of the season, 2 goals a game.
Yeah. Coulson and Carruthers, it was quite a slow start to the second half, but they really picked things up for us. How much do you think they impacted the second half, getting the team going?
Well, I think the problem, when we get the ball, and we showed at Bath last week, when we get the ball, we're a pretty decent side, and those two are particularly effective, Kieran Murtagh as well. But we need to get the ball a bit more often, and when we get them into the game, you see what can happen. You know, they can break through the lines, they can set up goals, and Pierre will be the first to pat them on the back to say thank you for all the help in the goals he scored. But yeah, we're still trying to get the blend right. I think that's we've not got that many players, so I think there's still a bit of scope for investment in maybe strengthening the squad, but we're doing okay.
Yeah, it was disappointing to concede so late on, but obviously as we've been here today, it's been so hot. Do you think the heat conditions really impacted the players? I mean, it's hard not to. I
think that'll be the story up and down the country, you know, for this particular game. All football matches of playing this heat are difficult. I compliment the players from both sides that there weren't too many times in the game where you thought how hot it was. Mind you, the dugout's in the shade, so we were okay. But we'll be concentrating on rehydrating them. We did a lot of work, cold towels at half time, and everything we could do to get them ready to do the full 90 minutes, and most of them did. We made a couple of changes. Samir did come off, and I thought Maxwell Statham did very well when he came on, which is his debut for the club in a crucial 10 minutes at the end. So we have got some depth in the squad at the moment, but we could do with a little bit more.
Yeah, it's a quick turnaround to Tuesday for Havant and Waterlooville. What are the plans for the next 2 days?
Well, I think we trust the players. They are quite a few experienced players. I mean, Samir's played in the Premier League, so he should know a lot about how to recover quickly. It's a personal matter, really. We can't put them in a hotel. That would be very counterproductive. We can't keep our eyes on them, but we do give them instructions. The medical team will be doing that, which is very strong here in Stanley. We found that coming in. We're blessed with people who are in place here. So yeah, they'll know, and they'll know that we can do better than we did today. But the best tonic to recover is to win a game, and we've won a couple now. So
yeah, perfect. Thank you very much.
Okay.